Hi friends, Jennifer Niesick here, and it is my turn to share my story. And hopefully many of you will log on live. First, I want to say, Crystal, my dear, you are such a blessing to me, and I'm going to talk a bit more about Crystal later, but I just want to say thank you for your kind words. You showered lots of compliments and love, and I truly appreciate that. And I just want everybody to know that I just give glory back to God for all that I do. And there's nothing special about me or anybody else except that all of us that are here at Beachbody Coaches, especially in this group, we are passionate and we are living our life to the fullest, and many of us have a strong faith and we're not afraid to share that. So what I wanted to say is, this is day 3. Hi Colleen. This is the last day of this Backstage Pass coaching group, and you have heard many of the beautiful coaches on this team share their stories. So I thought, first, I want to just start with the question about, why are we sharing our stories with you guys? And there's several reasons why. We all have stories to share, all of us, and a lot of times they develop over time. And it's amazing to hear the stories of all these beautiful coaches, many of whom, even though we're on the same team, we have never met. And so we're sharing our stories with you because we're hoping that something in our story will resonate with you. Something about the regular old people that we are, or the struggles that we've been through, will resonate with you, and that you will feel a connection with, because you've been invited to this Backstage Pass group by somebody who thought you would be a good coach. Some of you, I know, I have a few of my discount coaches in this group right now because I want them to see what the amazing opportunity is in front of them, because many people, like you've heard, don't really know. So I'm going to try to be brief, but that's why we're sharing our stories with you guys, because we are so thankful that you're here and that you said yes to even be part of this group. We want to share our story with you in hopes that you will connect with that, and that we are sharing our passion. And truly, those coaches that are in this group, we have a vision. We have an understanding about where we want to go. We are passionate and we want to share it with all of you. And that's why we're sharing our stories with all of you. So here's a little bit about myself. First of all, I'm hiding outside. I like to do my live videos outside because I am a wife and a mom of 4 beautiful kids, 2 girls and 2 boys. They range from 13 down to 6. And so it's quiet out here right now. Not to say that it'll stay that way. I'm a physical therapist. I work 20 hours a week in an outpatient private practice physical therapy setting. That truly was my first passion in life. I'm a helper and a giver, for sure. That comes naturally to me. So that is what I do 20 hours a week. I'm a runner. I've been a runner my whole life. So basically, my story coming to Team Beachbody was first as a customer. No idea about the coaching opportunity. I was training after babies, trying to stay healthy, lose a few pounds, and train for some longer distance races. And I kept getting hurt because I was trying to not do all of the things I know I needed to do, even though I was a physical therapist. So one of my colleagues introduced me to this program called PIO because I knew I needed yoga for strength and stretch and strength and flexibility, but with 4 kids, I did not have time to get to the gym or a yoga studio for that matter. When I went to the gym, it was usually for the treadmill in the winter for running. So I never had any intention at all to do an entire program. I just wanted 1 or 2 days a week of cross training. Well, when this program came and I got a calendar and a schedule and a recipe book, a plan, which is right up my alley, I was like, whoa, well, I have to do it. I have to do this program. And so I did. And I still ran a few days a week, but I did PIO from start to finish. And I lost inches off my abdominals, and I saw strength and gains in my flexibility. And fast forward a little bit, and I used that program cross-training with my training for a marathon, and I remained healthy for the first time in 3 years. So that made me fall in love because I got results from a program that I could easily follow, and somebody else told me what to do, so I didn't have to think about it. So that was that. And then the other piece of my story is that we send our children to Catholic school, and because I only work part-time, we sacrifice, we understand our priorities, and my husband has allowed our family to live in this sort of situation where I only needed to work part-time ever since we had our kids, and we could afford what we afforded, and we're sending them to Catholic school because that's what's important to us. Well, my youngest was entering school last year. He started kindergarten, and we always said that when he went to kindergarten I was going to work full-time, or not full-time, but more. And as that approached, I just had this like inner realization that I didn't want to work more. Like, I love what I do. I shared that already. It's my passion, but it's hard work physically. We're very manually based, so I use my hands a lot, and because I'm a giver, it's a lot of energy for me to do. And there's notes that I have to do outside of practice, and I didn't want to work more. And then my beautiful upline coach, Allison Dondorfer, who is on this team, who has been a friend of mine since high school. We ran together, we went to college together, we went to PT school together, we work together as physical therapists now. She introduced me to the coaching opportunity, and I did a group just like this, a coaching sneak peek. And I watched these ladies talk about what this was all about, and I didn't even understand it all the way, but halfway through the week I said to my husband, I'm like, I am doing this. Says my connection is weak. Hopefully you guys are okay. I told my husband, I'm like, I don't know exactly what this is all about, but these ladies are passionate, and they're helping people, and they're making a difference in people's lives, and I can do that. I can relate to people. I can give to people. I'm good at that. I can do this. I'm gonna. I don't even know what it is, but I'm gonna do it. And I signed up. And when I signed up with a challenge pack, and that was the very first time I ever ordered Shakeology. Because we said no for a little while. I knew Allison was coaching, I knew she was drinking this shake, and we made our shake every day and put chia seeds and flaxseed and all kinds of good stuff in it, and probably spent more than we do now on our Shakeology. So that is sort of my story, and as I have grown my business, I've been a coach since March of 2015, I think. I have gotten my shakes paid for. I have grown an amazing team of women, and Crystal is one of them. You have heard from her. And what I want to share with you all is stories like Crystal are probably why we all do what we do. And every single one of the coaches that is in this group, every single one of us has a Crystal in their life. Crystal is proof, she's evidence of what this business can do for people. Crystal came to me, she was a gift from God. I've never met her, and someday we will run a marathon together, and I will give her the biggest hug when I meet her next year at Summit. She was a free lead, so she signed up. She told you she signed up for Insaniac 30. She bought it on beachbody.com. And because I was actively trying to help people every day and working my business and sharing what I'm doing, Beachbody rewards their coaches with free customers. Now, her name was all I got and her email address, but when I reached out to her via email, she responded to me, and the rest is history. She participated in my challenge groups. She really, this is not like, we're not being overly dramatic. Her life is seriously changing incredibly. and she is just going to be proof that she did what I asked. Whatever I asked her to do in these challenge groups, she did it. She posted her before pictures when nobody else was brave enough to do it. She started learning about nutrition. She got herself accountable. She figured out her why. She dug deep. She overcame excuses. We all have them. Everybody has excuses. I've got 4 of them, and a full-time job and a husband and everything else. Well, part-time job, but it's a full-time job with everything else that you do. We all have things that we do in our life, and it's really not until you connect with your vision about where you want to go and what you want your future to look like and who you want there with you and what you want it to feel like, then that is when you will overcome the excuses and live your life with purpose and passion, and take the sky is the limit, you guys. So I hope that helps you guys understand. I see a few people logging on now. If anybody has any questions at all, I would be happy to answer some. As a coach who's worked the business for a little over a year, I can tell you my first goal was that I wanted to stop working weekends. As I mentioned, we do send our children to Catholic school, and I was able to work 16 hours a week, 20 hours a week during the week, and then on the weekends I had a PRN job that paid a higher rate, but I had to work a few times a month to help you. Love you, Lori. Thank you. Lori is one of my discount coaches, but Lori, I put you in this group so that you could see and feel the passion that the coaches on this team have, because I know you're going places too. And I told Crystal that for a little while too. So you're on your journey, but I'm telling you, the sky's the limit for you too. So, hi Allison. The very first goal that I was able to accomplish within 1 year of Beachbody coaching was I wanted to replace 20 hours plus 3 with our notes. Yeah, I work 20 hours a week plus, see, she's saying, Allison logged on and she's my upline coach, and we work 20 hours a week. However, we have at least 3 hours of notes that we have to do, because when we're working, we're with our patients. So the very first goal that I had was that I was going to replace my weekend income at University Hospital, because I didn't mind that. Again, I like what I do as a physical therapist, and I didn't have notes in that category of work, but I was missing stuff. My kids, it was easy when they were little. My husband had the hard part of staying home with 4 kids, but then when they got older, I couldn't even schedule far enough in advance. Something always came up, and it wasn't even physically possible for my husband sometimes to get everybody where they needed to go. So I did replace that income within a year, a little less than a year, and we have bigger goals for our family. My husband and I do coach together, and we definitely have a vision for where this opportunity is going to take our family. So anybody else have any questions? I see Robin was on. Robin is one of the new coaches that Crystal McIntyre got within her very short time being a coach. Does anybody else have any questions? I hope you guys take your time going through these videos. Please ask any questions that you might have. Just know that you were invited here by a coach who thought that you needed to see this opportunity and to hear our stories so that you may resonate, something may resonate or connect with you, and know that you were invited here because someone thinks that you would be an amazing coach. And pray about it, like Crystal said, ask questions about it, but you have an amazing team with amazing tools and a lot of passion, and we would love to have you on our team. So if there's no questions, I'm going to go make sure. Yeah, I had a why. Yep. You got to have a why to help you overcome your excuse-itis. Because anything else than action is just excuses. We all have the same hours of a day, and until you really, really have a why that sets your heart on fire, you'll just stay where you are. And the personal development piece, that's how we all know what we're talking about, because we've committed to that and to being the best version of ourselves possible. Robin, we're very happy to have you on our team. Someday I'll meet you as well. And That's all for now, guys. I'm going to go get lunch for my kids. Love you all. Have a beautiful day, and thanks so much for watching.